Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Let's YOLO Star Trek Bridge Commander. Now, this isn't my first attempt at making this video, but I was way too quiet in my
Captain
last
on
attempt.
the bridge.
So
Incoming
I had
message
to
from Admiral
delete it
Yu.
and try over.
On screen.
I didn't die though, so I can still call it a Let's YOLO. And I was really only in the intro part, so
Captain,
not much chance
I'm glad
die.
to see you're settling into the center chair. I'm Admiral Liu, Chief of Starfleet Operations in the Maelstrom.
Admiral?
Starfleet has a delicate assignment for you. The impact of the Vesuvi event is still being assessed. The Dragos colony was completely destroyed when the solar wave you reported consumed Vesuvi 2. Both the Geki mining operation and the Haven colony at the edge of the system have suffered severe damage. Proceed to Starbase 12 to take on emergency medical supplies, personnel, engineers, and equipment for the relief of the Geki and Haven colonies. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise will join you aboard Dauntless for this mission. The captain recently was a guest lecturer at the Academy and has accompanied your new first officer from Earth. When your mission is completed, deliver Captain Picard to Birunu Station, where he will be speaking at a symposium. Time is of the essence, Captain. Unnecessary delays will cost lives. Liu out.
You can count on me, Admiral.
Yes, the ruins on Tega 6 are spectacular. I'll be sure to mention your good taste in my formal report.
Thank you,
Formal
Captain.
reports often include the taste
Captain
of
Jean-Luc
officers.
Picard, a pleasure to meet you. I understand you served
Yes.
as this vessel's first officer. I knew Captain Wright. We went to the Academy together. You have my sincere condolences on his loss. However, if he saw fit to select you as his number one, I'm sure you'll do extremely well commanding the Dauntless. I would like to introduce you to your new first officer, Commander Safi Larson.
Captain, I'm looking forward to working with you.
Commander Larson, if
can
you
say
will
the
take
same,
your station.
Commander.
Commander Larson will keep track of your mission objectives and current orders, Captain. Your first officer can be the greatest resource at your disposal. As a former first, you've already had that experience yourself. Commander Larson, bring us to Condition Green and ready the ship for departure.
Aye, sir. Condition green. All hands rig for departure.
Chief, please bring the main deflector, warp drive, and impulse engines online, and make sure our warp intermix ratio is at optimum efficiency.
Aye, Captain.
1-to-1
main
ratio,
deflector and main drive
which
systems
it's
register
always
is ready.
at, because
Mr.
matter
Diaz,
and
bring
antimatter
main
react
sensors
in a
online.
1-to-1
Check that
ratio
all
to
worker
release
bees in the
energy.
area are clear.
Yes, sir. Main sensors online. Registering all worker bees out of dry dock area, Captain.
Mr. Savali, please bring the structural integrity fields online and make sure our tactical systems are primed and ready.
Shields and defensive systems registering is fully operational, sir. We have a full torpedo complement and the structural integrity fields are engaged for transit.
Ensign Lomar, clear all moorings and take us out easy, 1/4 impulse. Please signal the quartermaster, we're heading out.
Signaling dry dock. All moorings cleared. 1/4 impulse. Aye.
A Federation vessel is only as good as its crew. This point cannot be overstated. It is this interaction with a well-trained crew that allows a starship to operate with a singular purpose. Captain, the bridge is yours. If you would like, take a moment to inspect each of the stations. If you would like any advice, feel free to consult with me.
No
Captain,
thanks.
it is always a good idea to check with your first officer to confirm your current orders.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about the intro sequence. On the one hand, it is sort of a nice way to show the player all the stations and what they do, what they look like. On the other hand, you really shouldn't be giving orders on someone else's ship. That's just rude, Picard. So very rude. But right now, we have to set course for
Congratulations, sir. Captain Wright would be very proud of you.
Starbase 12.
Course laid in.
Engage at Warp 5.
Aye, aye.
Yeah, I have a tendency to be really way too quiet in these things, so I'm having
We have arrived at Starbase 12, Captain. Shall I bring us in closer to the starbase, sir?
We will not be able to initiate a dock until we are closer to the starbase. Ensign Lomar can bring us in closer
Yeah.
by flying to the starbase nav point.
I wonder if I can turn off.
How
the
may I
system audio.
assist?
No, I cannot. But I really have.
Your
I
orders,
feel
sir.
like I'm shouting at the computer right now,
Yes, sir.
and I'm still not sure if it's loud enough. So, hopefully, this will work out. San Francisco,
Incoming message from Starbase 12, sir.
aka another galaxy.
Good day, Dauntless. I'm Commander Graff, commander here at Starbase 12. It's good to see your ship back in one piece. We've assembled the supplies for your mission, Captain. We will transfer them over to your cargo base once you've docked.
Shall I initiate docking procedures, Captain? Your orders, sir.
Yes, initiate docking procedure.
Docking sequence initiated.
The other thing,
Starbase 12 is the main staging area
he's
for
gotta talk
Federation
more.
operations in the Maelstrom. Any damage repairs or resupply needs you have will be attended to here.
you can do it really quickly too. I've crashed my ship into other ships before, and they got it repaired lickety-split. Like, whole chunks
Welcome
eaten
to
out
your
of the
home
saucer
away from
section.
home, Captain.
We are secured to take on ship supplies, sir.
Transferring supplies.
Cargo Base 3 and 4 report supplies have been received and stowed for transport.
Transporter Room 2 reports that the medical and engineering teams have beamed aboard, sir.
Yeah. I'm gonna be in the tactical view a whole lot, because, well, it just ends up being better in regards to surviving engagements. A lot of this game ends up being fighting. There's a couple decisions, and there are a couple decision points, but
Course laid in.
well, one of them was really easy, and the other one I missed the first time around I played it,
Yes, sir.
but we'll get to those. Hopefully, this is let's YOLO, after all. Might crash into something and explode, or accidentally press Control D. Actually, I don't know if that works in the
We
story
have arrived
mode.
at the edge of the Vesuvi system, sir. We are being hailed by the Haven colony. Opening channel.
This is Director Tobin Soames. It's good to see you, Dauntless. We have quite a situation on our hands. The Vesuvi event has sent stellar debris into our region. Some larger pieces have settled near our orbital facility. This debris will make it impossible for the incoming supply convoy to transfer their cargo. Before you beam down the relief supplies to the surface, please clear the area around the orbital facility. Contact me when you are done. Thank you. Soames out.
Not the most challenging assignment, but it'll be a good weapons test.
Perhaps now will be a good time to look over the tactical systems.
Well, and then of course more. What you call it? Intro slash teaching. Hang on a second. Okay, that'll be good. Like I said, have a tendency to be just way too quiet for these recording things, so I don't want to have to compete with the... How many torpedoes does one of these things needs? I can't remember. I don't want to have to compete with the sounds in the game, in addition to having to compete with my natural tendency to not speak up. Of course, actually, I was I was recording on this computer, so I was gonna say for a second, maybe it was a different setup, but it's a...
That's the last of the debris.
Okay, one
Shall I raise the
each.
colony, sir?
Yep. Hail the Vesuvius
Hailing
6
frequencies open.
colony.
Thank you for clearing the station, but it looks like we have bigger problems now. The sensors on our orbital facility have just picked up a number of planetary fragments on a collision course with our planet. We are already in a weakened state after the Vesuvius event, and it's doubtful we could take many hits.
Director
Well, then
Soames,
stop dropping
get your people
LSD.
into whatever shelters you have available. We'll do what we can from up here.
Thank you, Dauntless. Soames out.
I recommend an initial scan of the area so we can get a better idea of what we're
Initiating
up against.
scan.
I could bring us within range of the fragments, sir. We can break them up with weapons fire once we're in range. Intercept
Should we go to
course
Red Alert,
plotted.
sir?
No need to go to red alert.
Picking
Those
up the
things are
fragments
not
in our
gonna be
sensors,
fighting
sir.
back.
Looks like we have a total of 5 large planetary fragments in 2 groups.
You know?
Looks like they're all headed toward Haven. If we can get to them quickly enough, there's a pretty good chance we can take
Perhaps
them all
Lieutenant
out.
Savali should be given the order to destroy the target.
No.
Stellar cartography should be able to present a good idea of the fragment's relative distance to the colony.
I got this, Picard. I know what I'm doing. Don't need to be all up in my face. But no, we don't really need to blow them up or anything, because... Well, first of all, that'll just turn them into smaller fragments. But they'll still have the same amount of energy headed towards the colony. Though, I guess shields on the colony...
Sir, the fragments are closing on the planet. We might still have time to catch them.
We've got this. It's the future. We have a ship that can travel between stars. We don't need... Oh, that one was pretty damn close. I mean, theoretically, they'd tell me if something was on a collision course, but sometimes I wonder.
Intercept course plotted.
Let's probably turn our shields on. That would be the most embarrassing way to die, I think. Not even into the main missions yet. Trying to stop the rocks, some stellar fragments with tractor beam, and then one of them hits you in the warp core and your ship explodes.
Intercept course plotted.
Well, luckily it didn't happen. So it needs to be within 20. And again, I don't think shields actually protect against collisions, so I gotta get some more situational awareness on me. Kind of like whenever I'm playing TF2, and I just sort of don't notice
Sir, we did it.
the scout.
I'm reading no other contacts heading toward the planet.
We are being
To
hailed
get
by
a
the
higher
Haven
recharge
colony.
rate on the
Opening
phasers,
channel.
Chief Brex can boost power to the
The
weapons.
people
array.
of Haven
Be
owe
careful
you and
not
your
to
crew
rob
a debt
power
of
from other
gratitude,
essential
Captain.
systems, though.
Quick,
We
are
are
you
taking
talking
time
over
to
the
grow
other
courage.
NPCs?
Allocating
Picard.
power between your
Again,
shields,
are you
weapons,
just
and
hate
propulsion
to be
systems.
If you will put
Your
your ship
vessel's
into
capabilities
orbit, we
can
can
be
transfer
augmented
the
to
relief
suit the
supplies.
situation.
Standing by to establish orbit, Captain.
Jeez,
Standard orbit.
Picard, that was
Aye,
just
sir.
like... I can understand talking over me. You gotta show which captain is the most awesome captain ever here, but... You gotta talk over the Vesuvius guy? I don't think I like you. No, but, situational awareness. I hope that part where all three of us were talking
Entering
together
standard orbit.
is still somewhat
Incoming transmission.
understandable.
I am sending coordinates for your people to beam down. My sub-directors will advise them when they arrive.
Coordinates received, Captain. Our teams will begin beaming down supplies and personnel immediately.
Admiral Liu told us what happened to the Dragos colony. We've been unable to contact Mr. Takahara on the Geki mining colony. I can only hope their outpost survived the effects of the disturbance.
Disturbance? You have a
Sir, all supplies and equipment have been beamed down.
understatements.
Again, thank you, Dauntless. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't arrived when you did.
Transport complete. We can get underway, Captain.
Incoming
Yes.
message from Starfleet, sir.
Captain, one of our ships, the Sovereign, is on its way to our space dock facilities for refitting. She's manned by a skeleton crew and is being escorted by 2 Klingon birds of prey. Her captain, Jonathan Soto, has reported a breakdown in her warp drive, and she's had to lay over in the Tevron system. The Klingons are under orders to divert to Birnu Station and will not be able to stay with her. However, they will be able to transport Captain Picard there with them. Rendezvous with the Sovereign
Your
in the
orders,
Tevron
Captain.
system and join the escort. Once the Sovereign is underway again, you are to continue your mission and deliver the relief supplies to the Geki colony. Liu out.
Well, you heard the Admiral. To the Tevron system.
Course laid in. Aye,
Leave
aye.
orbit and then
Leaving
engage
orbit.
at Warp 5. I'm pretty sure Warp 5 is the standard non-emergency speed that you go when you're not, well, traveling towards an emergency. And let's call that the end of the first episode. I'm going to go right into recording to the next one, so recording off. Indeed, that is the end of the first episode, though perhaps not the best place to end it. And you can see the next one right away. YOLO.